Walking alone in Peckham on a dark, wet, wintry night, the last thing you want to hear is footsteps behind you. JT had been hearing them for somewhere between a minute and forever. During that time, he had done everything he could to shake them off. He had walked as quickly as possible without running, too conspicuous, until he reached the yellow-orange glare of the streetlights on the semi-deserted road near where he lived. He had alternately picked up, then slacked off his pace, only to hear a corresponding variation in the footfall behind him. But there were two things he wasn't going to do: stop and look behind him, or run. No point, if they were going to do for him. He'd never outrun a bullet. For a Friday night, he couldn't believe how empty the streets were. Just his luck. But as he approached the bus stop, he saw a large woman in her late 50s under the shelter, clearly just off the night shift. It seemed a miracle she was standing there at all, but she might just be the miracle he needed. "You got the time, love?" he shouted as he approached, trying and failing to hide the nervous edge in his voice. Out of the corner of his eye, he could see a bus slowing down. Maybe he could jump on that, or others would get off. Either way, at least there would be witnesses. Instinctively, the woman clutched her bag to her body. She peered at him, first with guarded curiosity, then, as she recognized him, with open contempt. "Me! I know who you are, Jimmy Thomas. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire." She jerked her head forward to a point in the distance somewhere behind his shoulder. "Ask him." The man was gaining. He knew it. The bus was still too far away. "Fucking bitch," he muttered as he hurried past. "Think I haven't been called worse?" she shouted after him. Behind him, he could hear the swish of the bus doors opening and closing. Then silence. He buried his hand deeper into his jacket and felt the comforting cold metal in his right-hand pocket. Even though she was a neighbour, he'd been surprised when she gave it to him. He didn't think her type had anything to do with guns, but he didn't ask any questions. No one did round here. Besides, in his line of work, he should have had one long ago. He wished Ray had been with him. He'd have known what to do. But he'd needed to make a quick decision, take it or not. So he took it. It was one thing walking around with a 9, though quite another to use it. He hadn't even taken it out yet, and his hand was already trembling. He had known the day would come, that first time. Don't even think about it. JT had no idea how the man behind him had come so close so quickly, but he recognised the voice even before he was spun around and pushed up against a high concrete wall. "You'd better keep your fucking hands where I can see them if you know what's good for you." "What you got in there, then?" His attacker continued, right hand rummaging through his pockets as his fleshy left forearm pressed against his windpipe. "Fuck off!" JT managed to splutter. "You can't do that to me." "What do you mean, I can't do that to you?" he replied, mimicking the smaller man's choking, spluttering voice. "It's Sergeant Jack Lambert, and I am doing it to you, you fucking little grass. Not even a good one at that." Still searching, he increased the pressure on JT's neck. "Aha!" He pulled the gun out of JT's pocket. "Look what I've found. And I thought I'd just find you running drugs for Tony." Lambert slowly raised the gun. JT squeezed his eyes shut as he felt it pressing high against his temple, tasting vomit rising in his constricted throat. If he was lucky, maybe he would pass out first. "So, what's this about? I know you don't have the balls to use one of these. You know what judges are given for possessing a firearm, what with London's inner-city gun crime problem and all. Especially if you've been threatening a police officer with it. And you not long out of Pentonville. You know," he added slowly, "I could kill you right here for all the use you've been to me lately. Think anyone round here would care?" "Jesus! Don't shoot, Sergeant!" He could barely get the words out. He was crying now, too, but he didn't care. I can't breathe." "You're still talking, though." But suddenly, Lambert loosened his grip and watched impassively as JT doubled over, gasping and clutching his throat.